you with Christ, say you can never lose. Well, God, woman, I beg you, give me your attention. Very, very soon you will share your testimony. One by one you will tell your testimony. Bigger than money, we say sweeter than honey.
Congratulations, you've seen the glory of God. Congratulations, He has done it for you. And you'll come back with a new song to sing. Your God is good. Oh.
One day
you will come again with a new song of praise. God is good. Oh, congratulations.
Sit down on the rhythm like a king on a throne. And I put you boy alongside the day. Two and we together in a celebration.
I have a message for you. God has sent me to
Oh, so sorry. I didn't know I didn't know I muted myself, and I've been talking since. So sorry about that. Zoom could be funny at times. As I said, even while I was muted, I'm glad to have everybody here. You are all wonderful people. You are all great people. No matter the present situation, you are a great person. No matter what you might be passing through at the moment, you are a great person. And even if you have been able to attain something, you still have that great or greater height to attain in life. You are a great person. You are all wonderful people. I'm glad to have you here. You're welcome. My name is Oluwafumilola Oluwatosin. I'm an educator, an educational assessor. I'm an entrepreneur. By God's grace, I'm a Christian, a drama minister, and to the glory of God, I love mentoring young people, let me say adolescents. Teaching is a part of me. It's my passion. I love doing it. I enjoy doing it. And I feel fulfilled when I do it. I love to see, I desire to have an environment where we have godly people. And I'm glad when I see people have great achievements as a result of one or two things I impart into their lives. So I'm glad you are here. You're welcome. As I said last month, and I'll still repeat the same thing this month or this particular edition. If you have any reason to introduce yourself here, please don't forget you're a great mind. Just say, I am great mind. My name is Oluwafumilola now. It means I will say, I am great mind Oluwafumilola. So let me just pick one name here. Like now I can see Tolu Lokpe. I can say I'm great mind. She wants to do so. I will say I'm great mind Tolu Lokpe. I can see my wonderful brother here, Henry. He say I'm great mind, Henry. You are welcome. I'm glad to have everybody here. So this month our theme is innovation and creativity in the world of business. For those of us that were not part of us last month, our theme, general theme for this year, is attaining great heights in the world of unequal opportunity. Don't forget, we are in the world of unequal opportunity. And that's our theme for this year. And under that theme, we'll be treating different things, all those things that can lead us to that great height that we desire in life. And I'm very sure that we'll get there. I'm very sure we'll attain that great height that we desire in life. We'll get there, no matter what Nigeria says, no matter the situation in Nigeria, we will get there. I want to tell you, you will get there. I believe we will get there, and we shall get there. Yes, I can see that somebody just put on our chat now. She said, I am great mind Solulokwe. Yes, you're welcome. Yeah. In fact, I'll be glad if I can have people that will be putting that on the chat for us. Tell us who you are. Say it. I'm great mind also to write down on our chat. I'll be glad to see that. Just write your name. But don't forget, you must include that great mind. I'm great mind so. Put it there. Let's have it on the chat. So as I said, our theme for this month, that is our sub-theme for the year. That is innovation and creativity in the world of business. Our facilitator is on ground. She's a wonderful woman. In fact, she challenged me today. I started this meeting exactly at 2:30 Nigerian time. And immediately I started the Zoom. The first person that joined, I just thought, how can somebody be joining at this time? She was the one. I was surprised. You know, some persons when they want to teach in a program, they'll be getting there 5 minutes, 10 minutes late because they don't want to be the first to be on the program. But I won't say it's not it's different. I'm challenged. I'm glad to have her here. You're a wonderful person, man. I'm still going to spotlight her now. With all pleasure, Let me just spotlight her for now, because I'm still going to present, show us a profile. It's just for us to see her. You are welcome, ma. We are glad to have you here.
I'm honored to be here.
Thank you very much, ma. So don't worry, you are still going to hear about her, more about her before she gives us a presentation. So, as I said, you know, I saw some quotes and I was like, this our theme for this month is going to help, is going to be of great impact. Let me read one or two quotes that I saw. One quote says, innovation and creativity are the juiciest parts of running a business. Innovation and creativity are the juiciest part of running a business. You know, I discovered something these days, that there is nothing new under heaven. There is nothing new on the surface of the earth. Start thinking of a business today. Somebody somewhere or some people somewhere have that same mind, have that same plan. In fact, somebody somewhere or some people somewhere have started that thing you have in mind. And some people still have it in mind to start, just the way you have it in mind. So don't think you are the only one. But what will make you to stand out is what we have to do. And I'm sure we have a mama here. She will tell us what everything that we need to know when it comes to this innovation and creativity that will make us to stand out in our businesses. I have another one I saw. It said, idea can turn to dust or magic, depending on the talent that rubs against it. Ideas can rub to dust. That's a waste, or magic. You understand? Depending on talent that rubs against it. So let's go straight away into our theme for today. I wouldn't want us to spend too much of our time, but be prepared. After the presentation, there will be room for contribution from people. There will be room for questions and some other things that we have for today that is going to make this program of today a great one. There are still some things in stock. Don't worry, don't let me open them now. You get there. By the time we get there, I will open up everything and we'll see what wonderful and great things that we have for us on Great Minds Connect today. Let's have our coming. I want us to have our
Oluwani Kemi Afolabi is a banker and psychologist by profession and a serial entrepreneur who specializes on fashion designing, especially for children. She is the proprietress and creative director of Triple J Clothings, a proudly made in Nigerian clothing brand that produces a unique and durable outfit for children. The organization ensures that children are comfortable and full of confidence and self-love, either in their playwears, casual wears, occasional outfits, or uniform. Mrs. Afolabi, as mostly called, is the founder of Polished Pillar Parents Forum, a garden of godly women whose desire is to raise godly and balanced children in this generation. Esther Oluwani Kemi is a wife to an amazing humble man and a mother of 3 great nations. Join me as I welcome Mrs. Esther Oluwani Kemi Afolabi.
Wow. We have seen the profile, we have heard the profile. So let's go straight away into today's teaching before we have other things opened, as I said earlier. So join me as I welcome Mrs. Esther Oluwani Kemi. Mrs. Esther Oluwani Kemi Afolabi. You're welcome, ma'am.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here. Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yeah,
I want to appreciate my darling sister, Mrs. Ulua Fumilola Uluwatosin, for this opportunity. I am not taking it for granted. I want to appreciate God and I want to appreciate you for allowing me, letting me in to share little of what God has been able to achieve in my life. Yeah, it's a world of an inequality. And I'm that young girl that was very timid growing up. I was that young girl that here gambling into what the children of the rich does around me. I was that little girl that the father worked with the great and the mighty in the seat in the banking world. And I always see myself as a child of their servants that could not achieve what they were able to achieve. Mm-hmm. And I thought education was all of what can get me to that seat where they belonged. So I dabbled into the world of education and I made up my mind, I'll get all the qualifications I can. I started as a banker. I wasn't getting that fulfillment in the banking world. I look into myself, what else can I do? While I have one or two challenges here and there, I dabbled into psychology. I did that also. And there was still a vacuum. And I never knew I can be an entrepreneur. And I want to say this, whoever is listening to me, that if I can go into the world of business, then there's no one that cannot do business. I never knew, I don't like business because I grew up seeing my mother doing business. She's always coming late in the night. She's occupied with her business. I have several people around me that are into business and I was like, is this what business is all about? I don't want to do this. But when I came into it, I came with a mindset that I want to change their normality. I want to change the view of people about business. In my profile, you saw that I'm a serial entrepreneur. I'm into several things. I'm a woman of many parts. And thus far, the Lord has helped me putting all of this together and still keeping my home intact. I want to tell you that being an entrepreneur, they tell us it's challenging. They tell us it's demanding. But if you are focused with it, I have to be sincere, it's not that very easy. It's not a bed of roses, but it is achievable. And the world we find ourselves in, I was listening to someone, I think it's this man called King, I've forgotten his other name. He was talking about having streams of income. And he was sharing a scripture that really touches my heart, that when you look at the Garden of Eden, there are 7 streams that supplies water into that garden. And I want to tell you, especially with Nigerians, if you're a 9-to-5 person and the only thing you sit down is your 9-to-5, it's difficult making it if you don't want to steal. If you're a business person and the only thing you know how to do is just one thing, it will be difficult for you to sustain it. So there is a need for us to arise and have several sources of income that is being legally done, that is viable, and that is godly. And here I am, like I said, I'm a woman of many parts. I've been into several things. I have tested the water. Some was slippery. I nearly fell. I stumbled. I rose again. Some fell me down. I was right down on the floor. But I didn't give up at that point. I crawled. I cried. I found my feet back. And I started all over again. And here I am today. With this one that the Lord just placed into my hand, to the glory of God, is thriving. It's growing. It's growing. It's growing beyond what I actually expected. And today I just want to share with us, how do we kickstart business? Like I said, if I can do business, then there's no other person that cannot do business. I love being an office person. I love sitting behind a table, picking my biro, writing, giving instruction here and there. But when the world around me took that away from me, I had to look inward and look at what else can I do. So for the first thing, what you need to do as a person is look inward. What can you do? Look inward. Every one of us is gifted. Every man, every human being is talented. We remember the story, I'll be making reference a lot to Bible. That is what I'm used to. We remember the story of a king that was going away and gave his servants talents. He didn't leave anyone without anything. He gave at least one to one of them. He gave some 5. He gave some 2. So that simply tells us that there is nobody that is alive without something unique about you. There is something. So the first thing you need to do is look inward. Thank God for academics. Thank God for education is a bedrock. And may I just say this to you, that to thrive in a business world, to thrive in the entrepreneurial world, your bedrock, your foundation has to be education. To the glory of God, I have 2 degrees. And I want to say this, that those degrees are helping me. And I am not relenting. I'm just applying for a master's degree in something related to business and entrepreneur now again, to keep me going and to keep me on track. So the bedrock is education. And after the education, you've got to know your qualification. Look into yourself. What do you know how to do? This fashion world that I find myself, of recent, I sat there and I asked myself, what brought me into fashion? My mom sold, but she doesn't do it in an industrial way. I grew up seeing her working with some Korea, those days in Lagos, that produce clothes. So either I like it or not, we have a small machine in our home that she uses personally on weekends when she's not in her office where she works, that source for those people. And I remembered of recent that when I was growing up, when anybody did something that is not so good to me, when I'm not happy, I will run to that my mom's sewing machine. All of us know that butterfly machine. I will crawl under that black machine and I'll just bend my head under it. And as long as I can find a hidden place under that machine, I find a kind of a solace on it. I don't know why. I don't know how to sew. As I'm returning back as when I was 5, 6 years old. I just remember, obviously she was saying it to me. Because when they find out that I need to tailoring, they were like, it's not possible. I remember my mom told my husband, when I told him I want to go into fashion, and she was like, don't waste your husband's money. You can't, the only thing you know how to do is book. The only thing we see you doing is office work. What do you want to do with fashion? But I pick up that challenge, and to the glory of God, Triple J is thriving today. So the first thing I notice is I find comfort in this machine. And when I'm crying, when I'm not happy, I put my head on the machine, I'll cry. After crying, I'll clean my eyes, I'll sleep at times, I'll doze off on it at times. But as long as I find myself under my mother's machine, I find solace. So what thing is it that gives you joy within you, within your confines, within your environment? Look at it, you can make money from it. My other business that I do, I'm into food business also. I have first and fresh dairy foods. It's a also other business of mine that I get proteins for people. What led me into it? I always want to know the source of what I eat. I don't like the way they butcher meat around me. I don't like the way people display fish and sun would have beaten it, flies here and there. So I look at it that, okay, what can I do? I decided to get my own protein right from the source. Right from the source. And I look at it. My neighbors will need it. Let me start doing this sharing. And I started it. I'll go to the market, get baskets of tomatoes, I'll share it for people. I was making myself happy and I was making money with it. Look inward. What is it that you love doing? I want to say this to us, that as much as we love doing what we love, it might not work out. At a point in my life when I started this fashion business, I have called my husband and I told him, I think I am done. Let me say this to you, that there's no age that is too late to start your business. I started fashion business at 40. In fact, everybody looked at me that, what are you looking for? What is your stress? What is your problem? I started fashion at the age of 40. And I think I was the oldest where I went to learn. So those kids always told me, mommy, I'll drop my children off to school in the morning. At the time, my organ then felt intimidated with the car I was driving. So I'll leave my car in my children's school. I'll pick Okada to where I was learning because I was out getting something. And one of the things that led me to fashion is my daughter. I gave birth to a girl. I never expected a girl, but that was the best thing God did for me. I gave birth to a girl and I needed to get her a dress. And I found that all I could find around is jean trousers for children, daughters. It's only pants all around. And I was like, I needed something smart, something casual that is a ball gown. And this also makes me to look into, okay, if I want to go into fashion, why don't I do something for a girl child? Why don't I do something that makes my daughter stand tall? Because I remember when I was young, I don't know if some of us remember about this program called Speak Out. My father works with UBA for some time, and so he has a lot of connection with UBA or gas there. So there's this program they do in Lagos there on NTA program speaker. So I was privileged to go with some of his bosses' children. And because my mother and my father are low-income people, what they afford to wear for me doesn't boost my self-image. So when I go there, I always look timid. I'll be crawling under those young girls. There's no this, my self-confidence wasn't there to stand tall because I felt I was always having, I'm a very conservative woman anyway, so I always have this long skirt, we turn to neck top. At times, my mother would put beret on my head, the church beret, to go to speak out programs. So I made up my mind. This my own daughter must stand out in the gathering. Anywhere she finds herself, even when she's not wearing trousers, when she's not wearing knicker, with her gown, with her skirt, she has to stand out. So look inward. What is it that you love doing? And after you have achieved that, you need to have a correct mindset. Like I said, business throws you down. I was down on the floor. And at the point, I told my husband, I think I'm done. I don't want to do this again. Let's look for somebody to buy my machines. But like I said, my 3 nations are my encouragement. I remember John, my first son, telling me, Mommy, you can't give up now. Our friends knows that you sow now, and they always love what to sow. And may I just tell you that there is nothing like my sister, Mrs. Fumlola, said the other time, there is nothing new again. No. Even in this fashion world, I find myself, every corner, if you go to a street now, you find like 10 shops. And out of those 10 shops, you find that 6 of them are tailoring stores. There is nothing new. But what are you bringing to the table that makes you unique? I want to pick my son in school today, and one of the teachers that I saw for said, what we love about you is the way you stone your dresses. That's my whole niche. May I say that to you? I found that everybody sews. Everybody does what I do. And then, in fact, some are doing it better than me. What can I put on it that will make mine unique? So some people that knows me and have seen my work knows that I have a way of stoning that makes me, that gives me out, that when you see my dress on someone, you easily know that this is from Triple J. And what brought this idea? You know, I'm a Christian to the glory of God. I'm a child of God. And I read that the streets of heaven is made of gold. There are precious stones on the streets of gold. So I just make up my mind, okay, why don't I start practicing right here on heart? Anything that I wear, I don't use jewelries. I can't remember when last I put on, maybe when I was 5 or 6 years old, that I used jewelries last. And I want to look sparkle anywhere I find myself. I want to shine. So I just decided, okay, for every outfit that I make, I'll put a touch of stone on it, even if it is a little sparkle. When you see me sparkling. You see that glory radiating around me, both the inward one and the outward one. That makes my unique niche in the industry that I find myself. So for you to thrive in business world, everybody is doing what you are doing. What is that touch that you want to give it that makes your own unique? When I started the food business, I wasn't sitting down in my house and telling people I'm selling fish. I do home delivery. In fact, several people that I sell for in Abuja, I'm new in Abuja, and may I just tell you that the number of people that I service at times wow me too. Some of them, I have never met them. I don't know them by name. I've not set my eyes on them. All I do is social media make life easier for us. We only chat, they tell me what they needed, they make their booking with me. I get dispatch riders to dispatch to their doorsteps, and they transferred my money to me. And I'm making my cool money with that. So let's leverage on every opportunity that we have. Make use of social media. I don't know social media, but I'm learning it seriously now to leverage my business too. So as you grow in business, there will be ups and downs, but you need the right mindset. Hey, now thick skin people, they do business, or entrepreneur comes with its challenges. But as much as they come, you just have to make up your mind. Most of the time when I felt 1 or 2 inch around, I have a song that I always sing. And that song is, I've got my mind made up that I won't go back. I want to see my Jesus someday. So I'll just change it to, I've got my mind made up and I won't give up. I want to see my business become an household name. I'll be singing it and I'll be working. At times I'll be crying, singing, and I'll be doing what I'm doing. And to the glory of God, a little there, a little here, a preset here, a preset there. Today, Triple J have 4 people working with me. A business that started at the corner of my home with just my children. It's just the four of us. In fact, my husband joined in the business at the point in time when I'm cutting, someone is stoning, someone is ironing. But to the glory of God, we pay 4 people today to do the business with us. I didn't get there in a day. It was a process. So every business has a process. Every business has its challenges. And I want to also say this before I round up, that in business world, in entrepreneur world, nobody is a low ranger. Someone is doing what you are doing. Someone is doing it better than you. I said something to somebody. I said, we are no more in a competitive world. We are now in a compensation world. We are now in a world that we complement ourselves. We are now in a complementary world, not a competitive world. Look at someone that's doing what you are doing better. Make friends with them. I have several friends. I have several coaches. I have several mentors that are helping me grow stages by stages, even in my own business world too. When I'm stuck, I have people that I put call through. Okay, this is what I'm passing through. What do I do? I don't see them as a threat. And as it is, I still pay for trainings to get better. I still do online courses to get better. Of recent, I signed a contract with someone to produce for her. She's a 8 to 5 mother. She has a paid business and she still wants to do business. And we just signed a contract. Okay, why don't I produce? I make all the production for you. All you just need to do is put them at the back of your boots. While you are driving all around town, you show people, I'm now into children's clothing. She makes her money, I make my money, and we are both happy. So look at what can you do. This generation is not a generation that you just fold your hand and you feel all will be well. Yes, all will be well, but you need to take a step to get it done. I want to tell you, entrepreneur involves capital. I was sharing with my husband of Vincent, especially women, when we're into business, the first thing we always want to think, in every money that you made, you have to do this, you have to do that. May I say this to you, that I have been there, I made that mistake. Once I get job done and some catches enter my hand, that is when I remember, this one we don't have in the house, I have to buy this. This is the time to change this. This is the time to change that. And that one break my business. It's pulled me down until I make up my mind that business is business. My home front is my home front. You need your working capital to always be intact. In fact, we were taught that to start a business, to sustain your business, you need 3 times working capital. I learned that of recent. I got some job done and I've not been paid, and my staffs had to be paid weekly. They come on Monday morning, by Saturday, they are looking at me. Mom, see, we are going home. We are going home simply means they want their stipend, they want their wages paid. And I've not been paid by those people that I worked for. Do I tell them stories? But because I've learned to save apart some cashes that comes into the business, so I can easily pay them from that while I'm waiting payment from our clients. So what am I saying is that for you to maintain your entrepreneur journey, you need your working capital to be intact. And may I just also say this to you, that we are lucky this generation. There are several means of raising working capital. There are grants out there. We don't need to fold our hand and be waiting for manna to fall on heaven. I tried getting a loan to start a business. My fingers was burnt. December last year, I remembered, I told my husband, I want to expand, I want to do this. I have several plans in mind. And I look at what the capital I needed. Who will give me 500,000 naira to do this? You know what I did? I picked my pen and my biro, and I was like, I needed to raise this money to produce for December sales. I don't have this money in my account. My husband doesn't have this money in our account. What do we do? I pen down, send family friends that I know can loan me money without interest. That if I get 50,000 naira from each person, I can raise my 500,000 naira comfortably and do what I want. If I apply for 500,000 naira in a bank, they might turn me down the situation around business at that time, and I might not be able to achieve what I want to achieve. And may I tell you that while I was looking into 50,000 naira from one person, a friend actually gave out 150,000 naira, just a single person. A single person gave me 100,000 naira again. So I got 250, so I just needed to get 50,000 here, 50,000 here without interest. So at times, starting your business, you might not need a loan that has to attract interest to start. Look around you, look into the church, look into your family, look into your circles. Who are those people? Who can walk up to them and I share my idea with them? They can buy into my idea and loan me, give me a soft loan to start up and build on that. That was what I did. And gradually, as money was coming into the business, I was offsetting those loans one after the other, which I cannot do with a banking loan. So when you want to start, I would encourage, don't start your business with a banking loan or with a loan with interest. It is not always easy. And may I tell you that when you start business, of course, they told us in business school, your first 3 years, you might not make big profits. You might be running at loss. So they say. But I always say the other side, I've been there also. I started, I wasn't making profits. And I had to turn the table around. I said, Lord Jesus, I just have to make profits. And at the point in time, I found myself that even when I'm not making profits, I wasn't making loss. I was breaking even. So you have to establish your business on some word of affirmation that even this is what everybody is saying, I am not saying that at all. This is what will happen to my own business. So far, so good. I want to say entrepreneur journey is a lovely one. It's a one that express your skills, your ideas. You know, at times people will give me clothes and I'll just look at it. I'll tell them, can you just allow me to play with it? When they give me, you know, all these people sending you stuff, limit what you can bring out. So
sorry, ma. I want to mute everybody. We are having some underground noise.
Okay. It's okay.
Yes, I want to mute everybody so that. Okay. You can unmute yourself, ma. Unmute yourself now. Okay.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So I was saying that we, as an entrepreneur, you need to actually develop several skills to stand aloof the test of time. Like I said, I'm a fashion designer. Most of the time people comes with different style. Most of the time I'll just tell them, can you just allow me to do something beautiful for you? Let me just allow me to play with the material and let's see what we can come up with. Of course, like I said, there's nothing new. They can give you a style, but always put a tweak to it that makes it unique to yourself. Make it unique to yourself and make it stand out. And I'll also say this, like when I came into Abuja, there was this idea that I'm too expensive. People always tell me, your styles are lovely. Especially my children wears. Your styles are lovely, they are unique, they are beautiful, but they are too expensive. And some people started advising me, madam, you need to change your price. Or I said, what do I do? They tell me, maybe you should change the quality of things you use. Instead of using these expensive things, maybe you should. And I look at myself, I said, is this what I want? And the first question I asked myself is, if I change some quality of what I use, if I get to the market and somebody offer me this, will I buy it for my daughter? And when my answer to myself was no, I decided to stick to my standard and to my quality. So I would say as an entrepreneur, whatever, is it a product, is it a service that you are offering, whatever you cannot buy, please don't offer it to people. Whatever you cannot appreciate, don't put it on table for people to buy from you. Because people like you, people of like mind will patronize you. And if you have watered your standard in one way or the other, you will lose valuable people that needed to come to you. So set a standard for yourself from the beginning of your business, from the beginning of your entrepreneur journey. What do I want to achieve? Who are my own target audience? Like I used to tell people, everybody is not my target. Everybody is not my customer. Most times they laugh at me, especially in church, when I said, it's not everybody that is my customer. When my customer sees me, they will appreciate what I do. When I see my own customers, I will identify them that this is the set of people I'm looking for. So you are not out to serve everybody. You are not out to sell to everybody. You are not out to serve everybody. Look inward and ask yourself, what's the caliber of people I'm looking out for? This will help you to know who you are looking for, who you are targeting, and who you are servicing. When you create that niche, Nigeria especially is a big place. I was telling somebody, I said, I cannot clothe all the children in Nigeria. I cannot clothe every child in Abuja. How much more the whole of Nigeria? So stick to your standard, stick to your quality. Let them know you for your quality. Like people, they know us for simplicity. As many of my styles that you have stumbled on, of course, you will find stone on them, but they are simple and unique. I don't do elaborate things. There are several styles that people brings to me that I turn down. I'll tell them, sorry, sis, is either I tweak this your style or I don't do it, because I don't do revealing wears. I don't sew wears that are revealing. There are some styles that I don't sew. And so when they bring them to me politely and jokingly, I talk them into changing their style, or they leave my office. This is what I am made to do, and this is what I'm doing. I am called to cover and to clothe nakedness, not to now expose it. So in whatever you do, create a standard for yourself. Have a focus and have a goal. There are several noises around you, so you need a voice to work with. What have you had? What is the voice that propels you into getting into what you are doing? Hear a voice and run with that voice, so that when other noises around you are saying several things, it is only that voice that you will hear. And like I said, I cannot but stress this. You need a mentor. Who is mentoring you? Who is that person that you run to when things get difficult? Around you, it has to be from the industry you find yourself. It has also to be from other industry, maybe a spiritual person that is an overhead over you. Like in my industry, I have 1 or 2 people that I run to. When I get stuck, I talk to them. It is no more a competitive word. It is a complimentary word. So please look at someone that is doing what you wanted to do, or, what you are doing, and it is doing it better. You can understudy them. You can learn from them. Don't look at age. And like I said, I started tailoring. I started my Triple J clothing to some people late, but to me, it's not late. That was when God wanted me to start. And I have some people that were older than me that I call upon. And they will tell me, I remember when I wanted to learn again, I learned from 3 different people. I intentionally went to an elderly woman that was over 60 when I was learning. I intentionally decided to go to her so that I can humble myself. At least I know in every ramification she's older than me. In age, she has been into the tailoring business for over 25 years when I stumbled on her. And I was like, okay, in everything, she's older than me. So when she says some things, I can easily listen to her. And I still relate with that now. When I'm stuck, I'll just shout out on WhatsApp, mommy, this, that. And she gives 1 or 2 words of advice. I learned from a friend that we're a contemporary in age. So that when I'm stuck, I'll just go, sis, now here I do. What I go do now? And I also have a coach that I'm older than. That she'll come here, auntie. I said, well, leave auntie. This is where I am. What do I do? How do I come out of this? I decided to have her in my boat because she's younger. She knows what the new innovations is. I can easily tap from that new innovations. I work with my age group so that at least we're contemporaries. If I'm going astray, they can easily say, sis, this is not how we started, though. This is the way. You are deviating. And I work with those that are younger with me. Their place of experience cannot be traded. I need their own old age experience. So you need those 3 categories in your life. I mean, I say this to you, that my children are also my high in this business. As young as they are, my daughter will be 9 years old, but most of the designs that people see on my dresses comes from her. She sketches. So I just call her, Joanna, see this customized dress. I don't know what to do. She's like, okay, mommy, give me some time. She'll pick her pen and biro. She'll draw something out, sketch something on a paper. By the time I sit, an idea comes to me. So you need people to some extent. To her, she doesn't know she's a coach to me because I don't know how to sketch. So she does the sketching and I buy into an idea of sketching. When my son are around from school, especially the first one, I'm like, John, Kai, I'm stuck. And she's like, let's do it this way. Why not take this fabric? A normal person will take it this way. Why not turn your own this way? By the time we are done, it comes out beautiful. The middle one, wow, so patient and quiet. When she sits with stoning, you'll be wow. There are also people that I roll with. I learn from them. My husband is also my mentor. I did not say because he's an academician, so he doesn't understand the business world. He's the accountant of the business. I must account every penny that I spend, how much enters. In fact, I have an Excel sheet that I must present. How much enters? How did you go about it? What is left? So I am accountable to him. So you need someone that you have to be accountable to in the business world. I hope I've not taken too much of our time. Let me stop here and let's see if there are 1 other or 2 contributions and questions. Thank you for listening to me.
Wow. Thank you so much. In fact, It's just that you might not be able to see me jotting. But I have jotted some of the points, and one of the I will pick out. I said, we are no more in a competitive world. It is now
No.
a complementary world. Thank you so much. We need mentors, we need coaches. We should take them from different stages, older, contemporary, and younger. Wow. It's been wonderful. It's been wonderful. Thank you so much, ma. Thank you so much. I would not know if we have people or anyone who has you have something to contribute to this. If you have a question, you can just use your hand raising icon. I decided to mute everyone because of the background noises. Thank you. Somebody said thank you. Thanks, very brief and beautiful piece. Thank you very much. In fact, I want everybody, if you can just type something to appreciate our facilitator, I think it would be a very nice one. Let's know how you have enjoyed what you presented. In fact, I've learned a lot today. I've learned a lot. I've gotten something to add to the knowledge I have in entrepreneurship. Seriously. So let's just go ahead and type something in the chat and let's know how you have really enjoyed. If you have anything a question to ask, somebody said this is a very amazing and practical lesson. Thank you. Now, question or contribution, if you have anything to contribute, please just use the hand raising icon. Thank you. Somebody said nice presentation. Thank you. Use your hand raising icon. I will see you and I will unmute you from here or ask you to unmute yourself once it is done. I picked a question from the chat while the presentation was on. Somebody asked, I think that was when you told us how you were able to raise, how you were able to raise a sum of 500,000 when you needed it for particular project. And somebody now said, okay, somebody is raising and I will call you very soon. Somebody now asked question. He said, what if in my circle can raise me? I think the person meant to ask, what if in my circle I don't have people that can raise me, something like that. That in the circle of people that he has around him, what if he doesn't, or he or she doesn't have people to raise him with such amount of money? Can you please say something about that very briefly?
Yeah. Then I think you need to change your circle.
Very good.
You need to change your circle. The people that you move with must be visionary people. If you are moving with people that cannot buy into your vision, that cannot help you, then it's a challenge for you. You will not grow fast. That means you are moving with people you are not moving with people of like mind. That means your site, no matter how small. Okay, maybe I didn't mention, it is not everybody that gave me 50,000 naira. Some gave me 20,000 naira. I got someone that gave me 10,000 naira. How did our 10,000 naira came up? She was not even in the list of people that I listed. She was not even a close person. She was just a neighbor in my store. And when we were working on the project, she was like, I needed money to do something. And I was like, I was telling the artist that, sorry, we can't do this now. I can't raise that one that moment. And she just called me aside and said, Auntie Shay, you don't mind. Can I give you this? I have this on me. We were not close. We were neighbors. I'm just opening a new store, working on the project of the store. And she's been there before me. But she saw what I'm doing. And she bought into it. And she raised that money right there and they give it to the assistant to do what we needed to do at that moment. So if everyone in your circle cannot help you out, whosoever you are, my brother, my sister, then look into your circle. You need to start moving with a new set of people. You don't discard them outrightly. You begin to look around. Who are the people that can help me? And begin to associate yourself with them. And begin to disassociate yourself with the set of people you have presently. You also need 3 categories of people in your life. People that you look up to, people that are looking up to you, and people that you are rubbing minds together. If you don't have these 3 sets of people in your category, these 3 sets of category of people in your circle, then my people, think twice, begin to look inward and change your circle of friends. Thank you.
Thank you, Ma. And I will also have I would also like to add to that. No, I have been told you need to change your cycle, or not that they become your enemy. No, that is not it.
No.
But make sure you are not in the midst of multitude, and make sure you are in the midst of people of like mind. That is one of the reasons why we have Great Minds Connect. Don't forget, we have been saying that. That's why we said Great Minds. If I tell you, knowing her is just by knowing someone. I don't live in Abuja. You understand? And I'm not living in Nigeria. So how do I know somebody in Abuja? I got to know her through someone. That is connection. So once you are with the right people, I was telling someone a few weeks ago, I think my youngest, I said, I've suffered of something for long, and I think it's not too. I said, I hope it's not too late for me to change, and that is what, to be living a life that does not really have people to relate with, that you'll be able to call on people and say, okay, this is what I need, this is where I am. That kind of life is a kind of great suffering, please. It's a life of great suffering. It brings so much suffering. It's not that you might even be wealthy, but when you don't have people of like mind that you can rub minds together, that you can share ideas with, and it's a great problem. So please, as you have been told, that's one of the reasons we have Great Minds Connect. Please, before I take call on someone who has a question, please. I said last month that we have a membership form. Fill it. I think, and the best way we can have it, this is a virtual gathering. Just drop your email. Drop your email on the chat. Just drop your email on the chat now. I will send the link to the form of the membership form to you. That'll be easier, because it might not be easy to get. I can't be saying you should type in your contact. Some people might not want to type their phone number on the chat. So just drop your email. Drop your email. I'll get everything, and you'll be sent the link to the form, the membership form. If you have done that, I think some people after our program last month, some people filled the membership form. If you have done that, please, you may not need to do that again. You can see that you were sent a message to appreciate you for joining the program last month. So please, if you have done that, you don't need to join to fill the form, membership form again. That's why we have this. And please, I want to ask, Ma. Let me call us this person first. I think we have just like 10 minutes more. Let me call on this person that raised a hand earlier to ask his question. Let me see that. Ask his question. You are asked to you can unmute yourself now. Let me talk by Matthew.
Okay, while we are waiting for her, I also want to chip this in that now there are several grants around that you can apply for to raise capital for your business.
Thank you, Ma. That's one of the things I said we are still going to, or we are still going to open up. Okay, you can continue, Ma. That person has not come up. I've asked him to unmute himself. Yes,
because I remember I was also a beneficiary of some grants some years back, I think 2 years ago now, which also helped my business a lot. And most of these grants now, most of them are not monetary. I was a beneficiary of Tony Blair Foundation, this Road to Growth. It was organized by EDC in Nigeria with Pan-Africa, Pan-Atlantic Africa. They gave me a grant to study and have a mentor on business line. And by the time I saw the amount that grant was, the training it was close to millions that was paid on my behalf, though they didn't give me the money. So when I wanted to upgrade, after the grants was exhausted and I wanted to upgrade, I found that I'm going to pay 1.8 million naira to apply for that course. On a good day, where will I raise such money to apply for a 6-month course? So there are several grants online now that we can apply. Some give a seed capital to start from. Tony Elumelu is closing, TEF is closing in few days now. March is rounding up, it will be closing this March. So if you have not applied, I think you should give it a shot. There are several ones. I think with that membership form, several grants that fall in that we have access to, we can always forward it to members so that they can apply. You might be lucky. Somebody like me, there are several ones that comes my way, but age limited me from applying. So what I do is I just throw them to the younger ones in my circle So people in your circle might not be able to give you monetary value. They can give you ideas. They can give you opportunities that can fetch you money eventually. So let's also explore that too.
Thank you very much, Ma. I think we can get that now. That's one of the things I said we are going to open up here today. Please fill the membership form. Fill the membership form. I said it was okay. So it was a mistake when he raised his hand. Okay. Please fill the membership form so that when these opportunities come, we won't just look outward to send these opportunities. We will have to look inward. No, she said she's a beneficiary of such. I think she mentioned one now that will be closing very soon. So please fill the form. Once we'll get the link or the name or whatever that information you need to get, then we'll forward to everyone. And by the grace of God, also, Great Minds Connect is working up to a certain working out some things whereby we'll have people that have and it's very soon by God's grace, very, very soon, sooner than you can imagine. I'm sure before our next program, that information too will be sent to everyone that fill our application, the membership form. It will be open. That's people that have a business idea in a very little way you think you want to start, that you will have to present your business plan and it will be financed, either in form of loan without interest, or in form of contribution, or let me say, a kind of grants. It can be in form of grants. To some can be in form of loan without interest and things like that. So that is one area that Great Minds Connect. We want to connect everybody together and see everybody attain that great height that we desire to upgrade, either in the business. Not everybody, we are not all in business, but at least. And we have been told today, even if you are in the 9 to 5 business, 9 to 5 job, still look inward and see what you can do as a kind of business to augment or to complement whatever you might be earning from all those your monthly or salaried jobs. Thank you very much, ma'am. I don't know if there's anyone that has question again or question or contribution. Now, contribution. All right, thank you, ma'am. Contribution from anyone. Please just use the hand raising icon. Okay, I think. Okay, I have this question, ma'am. And thank God from the questions I wrote here, you've answered one of them, and that is the area of raising capital. So what I want to ask now, what advice do you have for people, young ones that are just coming up into this into business? They have started, but they have one challenge that they are facing or the other. It might not even be a monetary aspect. You know, you said something that there were times of falling, there were times of rising, even when you were coming up. What advice do you have for these young people that are into business and they have one challenge or the other?
Okay, number one thing I'll say is the God factor cannot be negotiated. In all that you do, you need God. Is the bedrock and the foundation of everything that we do. The business you want to go into, what is leading you into it? Like I said, God cannot be taken out of it. Like me as a person, if God is out of it, then there's nothing I'm doing. So we need God. You need to start with God. You need to start in God. So when you get to the junction of confusion, you have God to run to. And also, you need to have that internal passion for what you are doing, so that when all the chips are down, your focus, your intention of going into what you are doing will keep you going. Sincerely, there are times of discouragement. There are times that you will look stupid to yourself. There are times that you begin to ask. I think there was a time I told my husband, I said to somebody, I said, sorry, I'm a graduate for carrying out light. If I carry all my certificates to and I dust it, I'll say somebody to employ me and pay me now. But you know, even at that point, I asked myself, why did I dabble? Why did I go into this? So your why will keep you going at the point of confusion. So for every entrepreneur, you need to have the reason behind what you are doing. Why are you doing what you are doing? What is the reason behind what I am doing? Your reason, your purpose of doing what you are doing will keep you going. And like I said, you can't do it alone. You can't do it alone. I remember one of those, as one of my people said, if you need to take a break, take a break. If you need to take a break for weeks, please do. There are times that I don't feel like doing anything. I will just abandon my machine there, pack all the clothes, pack them one side. In that process, I will take time to pray, take time to ask God, am I on the right track? Am I doing the right thing? And something somewhere, the word will come. And I'll remember, why did I dabble into this? Then I'll forge ahead again. That's inner strength comes again and push me. So you need that correct mindset. Like for everything I do in my life, I always tell myself that once I start on a journey, I burn bridges behind me. You know, when you burn bridges behind you, there won't be any way of going back. So once I've started and I know there is God in what I'm doing, I'm on the right track, immediately I'll tell myself, Nikemi, there's no going back. No place to go back, because I can't go back to failure. If I go back to failure, I'm a failure. So I just tell myself, there are only two options for me. It's either to succeed or to succeed. I have given up in time past. I have a very thriving business that I did for years. That everybody was like, wow, you are making it. But that business was affecting my spiritual life. It was affecting my home. So I had to drop it. I closed it down and I looked at what I'm doing and I had to look for something else to do. So whatever you are doing that is not giving glory to God or is affecting your home, then you should look into it again. But if what you are doing is glorifying God and everyone around you is happy with you doing it, even when you are discouraged, you will still forge ahead with it. So there are only two options for you if you're on track. It's either you succeed or you succeed. There's no going back.
Thank you very much, Ma. Now, I want to ask, Ma, are you available for mentorship?
I'm not prepared for this question. I think as many as the Lord
okay,
will
don't worry. If you're not prepared for it, then we will communicate behind the camera.
I'm available. I'm available.
All right. Thank you very much. But because, now we have people that we as I said, please, if you have not filled the form, please drop your email in the chat section. You'll be contacted. You'll be sent the link to the form. And when you're talking about putting people in for mentorship, putting people in when we have opportunity of grants, when our plan for raising startup capital for people starts, which is going to start very soon by God's grace, we will look inward. We will be picking from members and not from just not outsiders. And we can't pick members from just participants. It will be from people that have really shown that they are part of Great Minds Connect. I'm really, really blessed today. I'm glad with all this that we have got here today. Please, then I think we are bringing everything to a close time. I said before now that we will not be spending more than an hour or just a little on her. Okay, now that we don't have any questions from anybody, I think our facilitator has answered all the questions I have here and one question that somebody raised on the chat. Please, I'm still waiting to get your emails. I'm still waiting to get your emails, please. Some people have dropped theirs. I'm still waiting to get your emails. Thank you very much for being a part of Great Minds Connect. We will get there.
Yeah.
We'll get there. We'll get there. I think no matter where you are, no matter if you are in Nigeria, no matter the challenges in Nigeria, you will get there. And if you're not in Nigeria, I know we have some people on our platform here that are not in Nigeria. They are Nigerians, but not in Nigeria. You can imagine, understand that. No matter where you are, you will get there. That's great plans. We'll be able to achieve it by the special grace of God. The challenges in Nigeria will not pull us down. The challenges around us will not pull us down. Please don't forget, as our take home for today, from what we have learned today, our take home for today, please don't forget, make sure you are in the right circle. Make sure you are in the right circle. And one of the circle is this Great Minds Connect. One of our other thing is that ensure that you have internal passion. It keeps you going when you have challenges. Look inward. Everybody is gifted and talented. And our particular pastor said, we are no longer in the world of competition, but in the world of it's in the complementary world. That is in a world where everybody complements one another. I'm so glad today. I'm glad today. Well, let me appreciate people that are watching right now on YouTube. Some people are on YouTube, not here with us on Zoom. Some people are watching us on or being part of this program on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, if you have any question, please, you can just drop it in the comment section. It will be attended to and you'll be contacted. You can also drop your emails there to get the link to the membership form. Drop it there at the comment section. You'll be contacted as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And by the time we have the membership form filled, once you are contacted, people that have business idea that they want to do, but they have startup capital challenge, we'll see how we will put things together so that that will also be handled. Don't forget, it's one of the things that we said Great Minds Connect is meant for, and the Lord will help us to achieve it. We shall see again. Don't forget, please, next month, I want us to be more than this. Please tell someone that Great Minds Connect is there to bring people together, people of great minds, to get that great height. Tell someone to tell someone. See you next month by the special grace of God. I remain my humble self, Oluwafunmilola Oluwatosin. We shall see in April, come April 24, by God's grace, last Saturday of the month. We shall see again by the special grace of God. I'll be glad to see you. Thank you. Thank you, our wonderful facilitator, Mrs. Esther Afolabi, Mrs. Esther Oluwanikemi Afolabi. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. I can't just start mentioning names. I can see names of people here. I can't just start mentioning names. I appreciate everybody. Thank you so much. We shall see again next month by the special grace of God. But we still remain connected. Don't forget. We remain connected. Every information will be sent to you. Ask us questions. Okay, before I go, let me drop a number. You can also send, okay, in case you are not able to drop your email here, or in case you don't have email, something I have realized that some people don't even have email address, or you don't have any way functional one. You can contact me via WhatsApp. Please, WhatsApp only. Either call or chat, whichever call. Let's just be WhatsApp only. In fact, you can't even reach the number via number call. You can only reach the number via WhatsApp call or WhatsApp chat. And that is 070 if you are from Nigeria, 07 plus 234 070 32 34 6621. I can drop it here in the chat section as well for everybody. 070 32 34 6621. Just send me. You can just send me hi. Just send me hi, but let me know it's great. But just say I'm great mind so. Once I see the number, then I'll be able to send you the form link from there. But if you don't put Great Minds before your name, I will not know it's Great Minds Connect, and I might not be able to do anything about that. Or I can even as well drop mail. You can also contact. We have in his presence 120. In his presence 120 at gmail.com. You can also reach me via that in his presence 120@gmail.com. You can please follow Great Minds Connect on Instagram at Connect Great Minds. That is our handle on Instagram, Connect Great Minds. And YouTube as well is Great Presence YouTube channel. Thank you so much, and God bless you. See you next month. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, 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 bye.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.
I see a new beginning. The Spirit of God is moving now. And yes, I hear restoration. Oh, in the name of Jesus now. There shall be a great performance. Every prophecy fulfilled. And I hear a mighty harvest now. In the name of Jesus now. For the Lord has spoken once, we heard him twice. All the power and the glory belongs to him. We are filled with his spirit and authority. So in the name of Jesus Christ, the time is now. For the Lord has spoken once, we heard him twice. All the power and the glory belongs to him. We are filled with his spirit and authority. So in the name of Jesus Christ, the time is now. Now.